Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We are getting on the road. This is a good day. It's a good day because some of the things that I've been asking, some of the things I've been wanting to talk to you guys about have been put on hold because, as you know, I have been going through the dilemma of whether or not I was going to get my refund from my battery, and I can proudly and happily tell you today I finally got my refund for the battery from October 13th. It was sent out from the dealership on December 30th of last year, and I got it, I guess it was about the 3rd of January. So it didn't make it in time for Christmas or New Year's, but let's just say it's good to have it now. So now that I have that out of the way, yesterday, and I was gonna film it, but I didn't think that I would be able to show you guys the process because it was a company name, brand, that would have been all in the video, and rather than deal with the copyright issues that you will most likely run into, I decided to just tell you guys what transpired. Yesterday, I made an appointment through Safelite Auto Glass, Geico Insurance, which is the insurance company that I have, that they want to use when you have glass repair, and I had glass repair, not repair, but replacement. So Safelite Auto Glass came directly to my home and replaced my windshield. And let me tell you this, I will say this also, you guys, in case you have an issue and need to have your glass replaced, do not, I repeat, do not just take it to all of the, I would say any of the old mom and pop shops that you used to take yours to, because I tried doing that. I was thinking, you know, yeah, I know Safelite Auto Glass, they are, you know, top notch. They are the professionals. They do it all the time, and they are probably the biggest windshield glass installer. Sorry, we went across the railroad tracks in my area. So unfortunately for me, I have $500 deductible. I won't say unfortunately, the way my insurance works, $500 deductible makes sense. It's either that or pay $70 more a month. So what's the difference? If I pay $70 more a month, how much is that a year? Is it more than $500? Absolutely. So yeah, I have $500 deductible, and the windshield replacement is much more than that. So prepare yourselves, because glass replacement is no longer a $200-300 deal. And the main reason being, I did contact some of the smaller glass windshield replacement businesses in my area, and some of the folks quoted me, one guy quoted me $370, which to me, I thought, that doesn't really sound right. So after doing some inquiring as to what is necessary on the Maverick, depending on what kind of Maverick you have and how much equipment you have on it, my vehicle, and I think most of them have the automatic high beam headlights, 360 assist, or even the crash detection thing. Well, there's a camera sensor system that is in this box where your rear view mirror is, and when you get your glass replaced, you have to take all of that down, and it has to be recalibrated. The fellow who did my replacement, oh, I hate those bumps. They're telling us that the road work is ahead. Well, you don't have to tear my car up to tell me the road work is ahead. But anyway, getting back to the story. So yes, once you get the windshield installed, you have to have everything recalibrated. Now, there was one shop that I asked about that once I found out that is one of those things that has to be done, that quoted me $680. They said, well, we will replace your glass and put everything back, and you can drive it around and see if it needs to be recalibrated, and then if it does, you have to bring it back, and that's another $250. Well, by the time you get to that price, we are at the same price that was quoted from Safelite Auto Glass with the recalibration, which I talked to the tech in great detail, and it is absolutely necessary. And this is an intense job. I used to see guys, they come out, pull your windshield out, put one back in inside of an hour. Well, that is no longer the case. I was out there with the gentleman, because I'm kind of curious, and that's my baby out there. So the guy was very professional, and I was appreciative of him talking to me and telling me all the things that he was doing as he was doing them. And like I say, I would have loved to record those things, but can't do it. So hood has to be lifted up. Your windshield wipers, of course, have to be taken off. A lot of the trim items under the hood near the windshield have to be taken off. Yeah, it is definitely an intense job. Matter of fact, I want to say took the better part of about 3.5 hours to do my windshield, maybe a little longer if you count the time that he drove it, because once they put the windshield in, part of the recalibration, they plug into your the diagnostic port, and then they have their systems, and everything has to be cleared. They have to take it through all of the motions, and then once it is calibrated, their systems show that it is working properly. So no, please take my advice. Don't take it to anyone but a professional if you're going to have your windshield installed. And I was glad that I could have it done at the house, and they do offer that. But there are some restrictions and requirements for doing that, and I'm going to tell you about that as well, just in case you want to have yours done, just in case you have a broken windshield, and just in case you want to understand why they do these things. One of the things they tell you, make sure that your tire pressure and all your tires is correct before they come, and make sure that you have at least 3/4 tank of fuel. Now, when they first said that, I told my wife, she goes, why do they have to have 3/4 tank? I said, well, maybe, I'm throwing in my keys, and, he's going to take the vehicle. Maybe he just wants to take off and go joyriding down to North Carolina after he gets done, if you're working hard. But no, if you think about it, in order for all of those systems in your truck to be working properly, it has to be at a normal ride height, which is always calibrated with a full tank of gas at least, and at least one person in it. That also being the reason why you have to make sure that your tire pressure is correct, so that everything is at a normal riding height. So that's what that's about. So don't get in your feelings when they tell you to put a full tank of gas because they got to install your windshield. Now you know why. But yeah, it's an intense job. Definitely, I was very impressed with the type of equipment that they have that allows one person to be able to put in a windshield, because I'm telling you, that thing was no joke. But I'm certainly happy. It was so disheartening to come out the other morning when, so he put the windshield in. That's all straight. I've gotten my money back from the battery recall debacle and all of that. That was way longer of an experience than I care to have happen. And I hope that some of the things that I said, if you guys have to have your battery replaced for the recall, that you will do your due diligence when you drop it off, and when they give you the paperwork back to say, hey, I'm giving you my receipt, when can I expect a refund? And make sure that they know what the process is, because all dealerships, depending on where you live at, may or may not have even dealt with the battery recall. So yeah, definitely look into that. So that's all I really have for today. I'm really been working. I took off a week, and sometimes you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Those guys who are handymen like myself. Now, I'm more of a car guy than I am an interior home repair guy. Man, this guy is going so slow. So one of the jobs that I had to do at the house this week, and I thought, oh, this will be simple. I will be done in a couple of days, and I'm going to relax, enjoy the rest of the week. It is now Thursday, and I've been off since Monday, taking care of some things at the house. And let me tell you, I'm not going to go into any detail, but I was replacing some items in the bathroom, and one of them was my toilet. I knew I needed to do that. It's kind of outdated. I was actually the toilet, the porcelain part never wears out, but the internals, they are so dated, and things are so much so more. They're better. They're just better now. The way that they flush, the way that the water and all that works. So rather than replace all the internals, I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy a whole new toilet. Put that in there, be done. I had some stuff. I had a loose tile in my bathroom. I was going to replace that. Every one of those jobs turned into way more than I thought. I knew that I may have had a leak at the toilet. I couldn't see where the water had been leaking from. It looked like it was coming from under the toilet, but come to find out, where the water valve goes into the back of the toilet, that had rusted out on the inside of the toilet. The bolt had rusted out, and it was leaking water out of the big part of the bolt. And unfortunately, it did leak enough so that I got a real good indicator that's what was going on my ceiling in my family room, and I was not happy. I called my friend who was a plumber. I was like, hey, I think I got a leaking pipe. I don't know what's going on. And I didn't know about the water leaking out of the back of the toilet until after I called the plumber. And I was, the worst thing you want to have to do is do drywall work in your house. So make a long story short, I ended up realizing that it was the toilet. I had planned on replacing it anyway. Got the old toilet out. I've never installed or uninstalled the toilet, so I watched many YouTube videos. It's not that hard as long as everything in your house is in tip-top shape. My house is about 22 years old, so it wasn't bad. Some things, wear, tear, but for the most part, everything was straightforward. I got that done. And every time, like I say, you get one of these projects and you think you have everything at the house, then you find out you need this and that. You take the water line off, and the water line is no longer, they don't use those kind anymore. They use the stainless flex line, all of that stuff. So it just snowballed. The tile in the shower, when I went to reseal it, it had popped out, and I found out today I'm finally at the end of the trail. I have learned some new techniques about tile grout, toilet installation, wax ring. What is a wax ring? I didn't know. Never installed a toilet, but hey, these are the things that we do in life. And that's what this channel is all about. It's always been about that. About me being just an average, normal guy like the rest of you guys who experiences life. And I've tried to share with you guys the things that I have been able to do or not do in my Maverick. And it has been a blast. I haven't put out as many videos as I would like to. We will definitely be getting back to that this year. We have a number of things that I want to do. Not in the least is to have a Maverick meetup. That's still in the planning stages. I'm shooting for sometime in the spring when it's warm out but not too hot, that we can meet somewhere here in Northern Virginia, because we now have enough Mavericks, I believe, to have a very good Maverick meetup. And just all the guys who have Mavericks just get around and talk and have some good food and just have a good time. So we may be able to set up something where we go again to Dominion Raceway. Let me know what you guys think, because we can do a meetup on like a Friday evening meetup and go to the they have no prep drag racing where you can participate or just watch, or we can also set it up so that we participate or go to the track attack. Now, I took my Maverick around the course for the track attack. It is definitely a comprehensive driving course that will show you how to drive in ways that you would never believe, and it will enhance your driving abilities. I will say that. I've been through one with my Maverick, and then I did 2 with my Mustang Mach 1 that I had. So yeah, it's a really good thing to do. So you guys let me know. We're doing the Maverick meetup. Are we going to the park and just chill, or do you guys want to go to either one of those tracks? So please, 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 please let me know in the comment section. And however many people, whether you're on the Maverick Truck Club or just on YouTube, let me know, and we will certainly get it done. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.